Hasan Piker, the leftist streamer, is now under investigation by the Department of Homeland Security. If you guys don't know who Hasan Piker is, he is he's insufferable. He's related to Cenk from the Young Turks. He's as far left as you can get with regards to his ideologies. It's really dark. And in the midst of all this, he had a terrorist on his live stream. And this apparently has gotten him into some hot water with the current administration. Shout out to Osman Gold for putting this little 2-minute clip together for us.
This is the letter that Hasan, he got sent this from Department of Homeland Security. Dear Hasan, after careful review, we have determined that your Global Entry Program membership was revoked.
So Global Entry is a program that you use to travel more efficiently. When you land in America, you can go through security faster, right? And so that is in context of this, and he posted this himself. It's not like this is like a public investigation they launched and they're telling the public about it, but this got denied for him.
Because you do not meet the guidelines program participation. An individual is ineligible to participate in a trusted traveler program. It determines that the individual presents a potential risk for the risk determination will be based on part of the applicant's ability to demonstrate past compliance with laws, regulations, and policies. I mean, Hasan was literally in the middle of the highway the other day.
At the mostly peaceful protest. When I say that, I'm using it ironically, by the way. Mostly peaceful protest in Los Angeles against ICE, which we've talked about on the channel. I think I had a pretty fair, nuanced take on it. And he kind of seems to be an agitator with some of this stuff.
Right? I mean, that's not, as far as I know, standing in the middle of the highway isn't legal. You cannot interview a Houthi terrorist that you introduce as a Houthi terrorist.
Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yeah.
So that's Hasan, and he definitely interviewed a Houthi. He would say a quote-unquote freedom fighter, and not good stuff.
Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother.
And then say, we support you.
Oh man, he did do that, didn't he? With the heart emoji. When did this become cool all of a sudden? I see this all the time. I see this on shows now. On the stream is like, wow.
Him a hand heart. Then you say you 10 toes down, support the Houthis.
10 toes down.
This is a sickness of the highest order.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between like association as a journalist, air quotes again, and like saying he supports them 10 toes down. Difference in saying, hey, if I can get an interview with, I don't know, fill in the blank, controversial figure, the president of Iran. If I get an interview with the president of Iran, of course I would take it, as Hasan, right? Hypothetically. And like, we support you 10 toes down. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Is Hasan known or suspected of being or having been engaged in conduct constituting being in aid of or related to terror? The Houthis are a terrorist organization. He's absolutely aiding the Houthis by giving them screen time and promoting them. Do you know who else agrees that Hasan giving them screen time positively and aiding them is legitimate? Ubisoft.
Thank you, Ubisoft, for sponsoring the stream for me to play Assassin's Creed Shadow.
So obviously it has value. They're paying him. Now there's some.
Oh wow. Okay, so is that a sponsor of his? Ubisoft is a sponsor of his? Did they and it continued?
Play Assassin's Creed Shadow.
So obviously it has value. They're paying him. Now there's some people who say it's not. You can say that, but according to the government, it is.
Trump designates Yemen's Houthis as a foreign terrorist organization. Biden administration redesignates Houthis as specially designated global. So this isn't a partisan thing. This is both Biden and Trump saying that these folks are a terrorist organization. This is the era that we've entered where streamers are just wilding out with their flippant approach of how they carry themselves on the internet. And so now this dude's going to be under probably some degree of investigation. And they're definitely watching him, by the way. They have these three-letter organizations have entire departments that just watch. That might be watching me right now for covering this. Goodness gracious.
And if you're supporting a group that, according to the government, is a terrorist organization, you should expect the government to expect you or to think that you are.
What is that he retweeted? Poorest nation plead and they will still find time to make music videos. Yeah.
Supporting terrorists. tweets.
Right.
Anybody who's watched his stream knows that that is a 1-for-1. If it was there as a reporter, it's okay, but he's not okay? No, you're not a reporter whenever
Yeah, Hasan's not a reporter, guys. Can we stop?
you're saying that you support them. You're not reporting the news, you're promoting this.
Hello.
The United States government took him off the list because of his support of but Hasan has never been banned on Twitch for terrorism.
This is a sickness of the highest order.
That's crazy. The fact that the United States government is saying where you can't get global entry, but Twitch, which by the way, I heard Twitch is so arbitrary and selective and weird with how they impose their terms of service. Oh man. That's crazy. That's a good point.
supporting it, not ever. Even though every single instance of this being a problem was recorded on Twitch, which I find to be very interesting.
Sheesh. Wow. Yeah. Again, unprecedented times to say the least, guys. So I don't know. I don't know what this means for Hasan. But listen, this is not the time where you can be crazy and wild on the internet and get away with everything. Everyone's watching. People are paying attention. And these things are not without consequence. So yeah. Anyway, hey, earlier in the stream, if you guys tuned in earlier, I was talking about the idea of replacing the self-destructive aspects, the patterns in our lives, and practicing the law of replacement. And this is actually one of the things that I talk about frequently. I have multiple talks that I do at different churches and so on and so forth. I'll be doing a lot more speaking in August and September. But this is also something I explore in depth in my upcoming book, Godly Ambition, which comes out September 9th. And had an amazing time putting this together. Unlocking the full potential of your time, talent, and treasure. And right now, I could really use your guys' help in pre-ordering it on Amazon or Barnes & Noble to help us get excitement about the book early on. It's $23 for the hardcover. And it comes out September 9th. And what you could do is once you get yourself the pre-order, we're actually hooking you up with some pretty cool stuff over at mygodlyambition.com. You go to My Godly Ambition, you can see some pretty awesome endorsements. We got a pretty good endorsement from John Acuff. We got a pretty good endorsement from Wes Huff. You claim this offer, and here you get a 20% discount code for our Bless God shop, which if you think about it, if you spend $100 at the shop, that basically gives you the book for free, which is pretty cool. And you get the intro chapter and the first chapter early, before anybody else. So pre-order it, grab a screen grab, put your information in, upload it, and you get it right away, first 2 chapters. And it helps a ton. And you get your book before anybody else. We're doing a bunch of pop-up events around the book. And what we're going to be doing is your entry into the events. It's not going to cost money, just a physical copy of the book. I'll be signing all the books in person in different cities. I think we're doing Dallas, Nashville, Oceanside, and New York at some point. Pre-order the book, Godly Ambition. I think it'll be a huge blessing. I think the first 2 chapters are going to bless you. And this is a part of that replacement theory that I'm talking about with regards to replacing those self-destructive things with better things. And a lot of that comes down to channeling your godly ambition, the things that God has deposited in you, the desires to make an impact, and channeling it to serving God with your time, talent, and treasure. So mygodlyambition.com, check that out. Hey, thank you so much for checking out the video. Please be sure to comment below and subscribe and all that good stuff. And check out this other video that YouTube seems to be recommending just for you. Let me know if they nailed it. All right, I'll see you over there. Peace.